I don't, my mind. I'm done. 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 I'm
Woo! What is up, everybody, and welcome. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10 episode of Simply J-Halliday. Woo! What is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 11 and the relaunch of Simply J-Halliday. For those of you that do not know me, my name is J-Halliday. For those of you that do know me, what is up, my beautiful people? I've waited long time to say that again. I'm happy that I'm able to do the relaunch. The last episode we did was episode 10 with Ricardo, and that was before the football season started. So we took a couple months break. We've planned this relaunch. We've got a lot of new things coming at you. Next week we're going to a new studio. We're going to have a new backdrop. We got new artwork. We got lots of new stuff coming. New music, obviously, which we're going to get to and we're going to talk about. It's one of the main purposes of this whole podcast in the first place. And I talked about the artwork. Shout out M&L. Creative company. They did a lot of cool canvas work for us to be able to get some of our new merchandise and new logos out. We're gonna open up a shop. Gonna get some new visuals this year. I got the new single to promote. I've got the new EP date to announce and promote. So I got a lot of stuff going on. I've got a new segment in Simply J-Halliday now called Simply Pick. So I'm going to talk about some of my favorite picks for that upcoming weekend. And episodes are going to be more consistent. So we're dropping an episode every single Friday. So every Friday you're going to have the picks from me. You're going to have what's coming up over the weekend, what my week was like, and what's going on the music front, and a freestyle every single Friday. Consistency. And just basically changing the way that we basically gone about everything. So I'm happy to be back. It feels good to be back. I alluded to the new single. New single's going to be a track called Us Two. It's produced by Malik Salim. He's done a lot of my work before, and I've used a lot of his records on a lot of the Simply music and Simply freestyles that I've done in the past. So I'm excited for that record. It's going to be one of the singles off of an R&B album called R&B EP, depending on whichever way you want to talk about it, called Hopeless Romantic, and that's going to come out in the spring. And the single comes out on February 18th. So that's not this Friday, the Friday that you're watching it, the next Friday. So I'll have an episode next week where the single will be dropped. We'll be in the new studio. So everything's really cool. Everything I'm excited about what we're going to do moving forward here. I got a lot of cool stuff planned. So let's get into it with this week's Simply News. So I'll recap since we started with the last episode with the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to start with them and kind of do a summary or a summation of the season since we were going to do a pre-evaluation. I didn't have us being that good. We exceeded expectations in that we made the playoffs. We kind of got exposed because we were clearly like one of the weaker teams in the playoffs, and I think that was found out. Jalen Hurts there's been a debate on him all season. I find myself like arguing with the same people that I was arguing with at the beginning of the season that were hyping him up. I was kind of saying, look, like let's stick with reality. The guy played five games for us in the previous year and as a rookie, and that's while not an entire season, it's a decent sample size. And I feel like he didn't, he was pretty below average. So to come in here with the expectation like he was going to be our guy when we have a new coaching staff completely except for our offensive line coach, it just like wasn't realistic. So at the end of the season when he's making mistakes and like maybe you see guys like Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes and Joe Burrow obviously about to be in the Super Bowl, which we'll get to later. You see guys like that making plays downfield, and you get frustrated when you see that your guy can't do it. But like he's never shown that he could do that. Like he's a great runner, better ball carrier vision than I thought, and he's a winner. Like he knows how to win. He finds ways to win games and be successful. But like there's a certain level, and you're talking about playing playoff football. there's a reason that we got smacked, and there's a reason that the team that we got smacked by, it didn't go any further, because there's a lot of good NFL teams. Going through some of his numbers, I'll talk about some of his numbers, because I had some expectations coming into the season, and this kind of just puts it right where we thought, like where most of the analysts thought coming into the season where he would be at. Jalen Hurts has 3,144 pass yards, which is 21st in the league. 16 touchdowns, which is 23rd. 9 picks. So that's the one thing he's done, is he's not turned the ball over as much. That's 8th in the league, 8th best. And his QBR is 48.5, which is 19th. So everything is mid-pack or below average as a passer. His running stats are great, are fantastic, unbelievable, and he's one of the few quarterbacks who's put up the numbers in a unique way that he has, but it's not translating into wins. So I think he's done enough to earn a start for next year, just because he's on a rookie deal still, and we can build the rest of our team with this draft capital that we have, which we'll talk about in a little bit, and we can go with that. But I don't think he's the long-term franchise quarterback, especially when you see a lot of these guys in the league just absolutely slinging it. Draft target. So we have picks 15, 16, 19 in the first round. Then we have our current second-round pick, our current third-round pick. I think we'll make one trade. I got 4 guys in my target list. I got Will Anderson Jr., Nakobe Dean, Jameson Williams, who's the guy who got hurt for Alabama, the receiver, and then Kenny Pickett. Those 4 players, depending on what your team needs are. Quarterback, we need a second wide receiver to go with Devontae, to pair with Devontae. Linebackers, we've not drafted a linebacker in the first round in this century, in the 2000s. We've not drafted a linebacker. I think it's gone even longer, to like the 80s. It's been like 30 years since we've drafted a linebacker in the first round, so I wouldn't be opposed at all to getting a fire linebacker. Will Anderson Jr. for Alabama in that national championship was one of even though they lost, that was one of the most impressive performances I've ever seen on the defensive end. That's one of the most standout performances I've seen on the defensive end. Someone just stick out, jump out on the paper. He had a read on every snap count. It seemed like he was in the backfield before. Someone like that from the linebacker position, a Von Miller prototype kind of player, that would be huge for the Eagles, because all our defensive pressure comes from our front line, comes from Fletcher, it comes from Hargreave, it comes from our Barnett, comes from our edge rushers. We need somebody as a linebacker. We need a linebacker, so I would take that. And then secondary help. You can always take secondary help. So I would take one of those 4 players. I would stick with Jalen, and I would build your team. But I can see a trade coming. We'll see. We'll see what happens with the Eagles. But I would say exceeded expectations, and I would say we're happy. We got 3 first-round picks, and we were in the playoffs last year. That's way better than I thought we were. If you go back to my previous video, I thought we're going to be 6-11 and barely do anything. So I would say exceed our expectations. Manchester United, on the other hand, talk about not exceeding expectations. I just watched, me and my producer watched and shout out Real Production Studios, by the way. If you don't know, now you know. We were watching our previous episode, and we were looking at kind of the things I was saying. I think it was episode 9, and I was introducing Ronaldo. I had the highlight videos. I was going all in. It's just to see where we are now. Ollie's gone. And I talked about how the pressure would be on him if he didn't win. He's gone. And we have a new guy, Ralph Ragnick, who's probably one of my least favorite coaches I've ever seen actually in charge of the club. And I don't know if he's going to stick on with his long-term role or not. I don't know. I hope not. But he's terrible. And we're garbage. We lost to last place Burnley a couple of days ago. We've got a game this weekend against Southampton, which I'm going to do my picks for later. But we're not very good. We got knocked out of the FA Cup by Middlesbrough, who's a championship team. We can't win anything apart from the Champions League, which we've got Atletico Madrid in, and they're a very, very tough draw. Difficult to score against, and we're very easy to score against. It's just it's a shame. So we're gonna hope that we can turn the ship around. I'm gonna talk about some of my picks, but I'm not gonna talk too much about Mason Greenwood, because if you don't know, just give it a Google. He's a complete scumbag. It's not gonna waste too much of my episode, but we've lost one of our bright talents, and best goes out to Harriet and her and everything going on with that situation. Some of the things are horrible, and the reports are horrible, so deservedly so. But it leaves us in a tough spot, and I don't really know what's going on with this VAR stuff, but we've had about 2 or 3 goals disallowed that at any level, like you could go play with my U9s, or my academy girls, or my any of my teams that I coach, and these calls would be made and no one would bat an eye, but for some reason VAR is overturning these calls. It's just ridiculous. So there's a lot of things that need to be looked at. We're currently 5th place. We got 39 points. It's just not looking good for us. So we've got a game this weekend, as I said, against Southampton. I'll talk about that in a second. And then I talked about the new EP. Comes out on February 18th. It's the first single of the year. I'll give you a sneak preview of the end of the video because that's going to be this week's Simply Music. And then the Hopeless Romantic EP, which is going to be off of. It's going to be the first time I do visuals. So I'm excited to promote the first music video. And then I'm going to do some fan voting on my Instagram and my social media about the cover art and give you guys votes and choice and all that selection. So I'm excited. It's pretty much an R&B album, and it's a lot of the kind of music that I really like to do in the first place. So, that's this week's Simply News. And now I'm very excited to move on to the news segment. So this is Simply Picks. So basically I'm going to run through I told you the episodes come out every Friday. So basically I'm going to run through all the main things I like for that weekend. So it might be really short segment if there's not that much going on, or if it's a busy weekend, there might be a lot of picks to go through. This weekend, obviously, I thought no better way to start with the Super Bowl. I was going to wait till next week and get in the new studio, but I thought a relaunch episode with the Super Bowl would be great. And then next week, getting all the new backdrop, new studio, and having all that new stuff. Each week, I'm just trying to get better and better and better. So I want to go through Simply Picks and take you guys through some of the things I like for this weekend. Obviously I'm a fan of gambling, and betting, but and in the past it's been tough at times for me, but getting things right, getting things wrong, the highs and the lows. But once I got my stuff together and learned out a lot of the analytics and stuff, the numbers behind it, I've been able to bet smart, bet responsibly, a lot more, and have a lot more fun with it. So that's why I wanted to bring it to a place on the show, because obviously I'm a big sports fan, big fan of United and the Eagles. I just talked about them, UFC. So I want to shout out some of my ideas, and obviously take whatever you want, don't take whatever you want. But these are just things that I think are going to happen. Sometimes they'll be flyers, sometimes they'll be things that I hope. So don't take any of this seriously or literally like you're going to splash. But obviously you're going to hear me be optimistic about the picks and say we're going to hit, we're going to do all this shit. So just listen and gamble responsibly. But these are my picks for the Super Bowl. So we'll start with the Super Bowl. That's on Sunday. Obviously everyone knows Bengals versus Rams, Joe Burrow. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a first team score on each team. I'm going to pick a prop lock. So something that I think is like a lock of basically what's going to happen in the game. Prop lock. You can put it on a parlay. You can pick it individually. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to pick an MVP of the game, a score of the game, and then I'm going to pick some flyers of the game that's going to happen. And then a big parlay for what's going to be like my J-Halliday parlay of the week. So that's all going to be in the Super Bowl. So first team score for the Bengals, I'm going Tee Higgins. He should have had. I had it last game. He should have had it in the back of the end zone, one-handed catch, and it was definitely a PI. He's getting it this week. For the Rams, I got Cam Akers. He got hurt last week. I hear he's in great shape, and he's going to start again. That's who I've got for the Rams. My prop lock, I've got Aaron Donald. The guy is an absolute animal. I feel like it's almost his time to win the Super Bowl, but we'll see. He's definitely going to get a sack. He's going to get to the quarterback. The Cincinnati Bengals have a terrible offensive line. Joe Burrow got sacked 9 times, and they still won the game. He's unreal. We're going to get to that later. But Super Bowl MVP, obviously you can go with any of the quarterbacks. I'm going to take a flyer on Cooper Kupp. The guy catches unbelievable balls. I think it might be an under in the game, so I just could see a receiver or maybe another skill position getting it if there's not too many passing touchdowns. We'll see. Game score, I got 27-23 Cincinnati Bengals with Joe. This guy is an animal. He's taken out some of the best teams in the league. He's done things that no one's ever done. He's looking to become the first quarterback to be the number 1 overall pick, win a Heisman, win a national championship, and then win a Super Bowl. And he would do it all before his 3rd year in the NFL, and he would do it all off of a torn ACL. It's just unbelievable the things he's doing. So I got Cincy. Going to my parlay. This is my parlay lock. I think this is going to hit. We're getting on this. This is the one I'm going to probably put like decent big money on. I got Bengals plus 7.5, so they can't lose by a touchdown. They can lose by a touchdown. They can't lose by more than a touchdown, excuse me. Akers, 50-plus rushing yards. I talked about Akers before as my first touchdown score. Joe Mixon, 50 yards. So both backs, 50 yards. Joe Burrow, Matt Stafford, 200-plus passing yards. You can get that parlay together somewhere between plus 300, plus 400. I'm going to splash some on that. And then just some random props. You know, you got a walk-off field goal, plus 1,000, plus a tha. You know, that's interesting. Either quarterback to score a touchdown at plus 300. You know, you don't know. You can mess around with some of those prop bets, but those are my things that I like for the Super Bowl. I think I got like 5 or 6 picks there if you include my parlay. Manchester United, I told you they're playing on Saturday morning, very early game, 7:30 a.m. Ronaldo hasn't scored in 5 games straight. Got a quick stat. Ronaldo's 0 goals or assists in the last 5 games since winning the Ballon d'Or in 2008. He's never gone more than 6 games without a goal involvement of some sort, whether that's an assist or a goal. So he's going to score. I've got him first score, Ronaldo anytime United to win. We got to bounce back. Last time Manchester United played Southampton, they won 9-0, and Southampton haven't beaten us since 2006 at Old Trafford especially. That's going to be rocking, regardless of what's going on with Manchester United's situation, as I alluded to earlier. So that's what I got there. And then UFC. Go through a couple of dogs I like. I like Fabio Cherant, Alex Hernandez, William Knight, Derek Brunson. All his dogs. I'll probably throw them on individually. We'll see. And then I got my parlay for the UFC. I'm going to put like a little UFC parlay together. I got Alex Perez, Kyler Phillips, so 2 pretty strong favorites. And then I've got the Brunson fight to go over a round and a half. So basically to get to the second round, which is kind of a lock, I would say. They're both middleweights. They hit hard, but they're both durable guys. And then the Derek Lewis Tuivasa fight, not to go the distance. Those guys are bangers. That fight's going to be a knockout probably. And then Izzy by KO or points. If you parlay all that together, you can get that at like plus 360. I think that's a great bet, just kind of like the Super Bowl bet. So I've got, you know, you look at like 11 bets that I've got for this weekend. 10 or 11 bets for a Super Bowl weekend is, you know, it is a lot, but considering that it's spread across 3 different sports, you know, I think I've got decent cover there. You know, I might spend, you know, maybe $100 total, something like that. But bet however you would like to, bet responsibly. But I wanted to get my first week's Simply Picks to kind of show you guys how it's going to be every week. So these episodes will come out on Friday. It's Friday morning today. And we're going to get these picks in before the weekend, before the Super Bowl. So it's United's game tomorrow morning, and then UFC tomorrow night, and then the Bengals and the Rams on the Sunday. Okay, so that's this week's Simply Picks. And then obviously, you know, as a musician and then this podcast, the way I like to do things, I usually end it with a freestyle and some Simply Music. I alluded to the Simply Music being a record that's going to be the single that's going to come out on the 18th. So I'm giving you guys a little sneak preview for those that are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you guys subscribe at the bottom. And the Simply Freestyle is going to be a record that's actually, I have a version of it recorded, but I'm not going to show it at all because I'm going to plan that for the summer. But I'll show you guys a live version of it, kind of like I did with Look Watch a couple months previously. First single of the year and first music of the year that I'm showing off. So I'm excited about some of the stuff. So this week's Simply Freestyle, it's going to be a record that's going to be called Big Mad. For those of you who know me, I have a record called Big Pissed. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I didn't really do it on purpose. I didn't realize it first. And then I was so far into the song, I was like, I guess this has to be the name of it. So that's going to be the name of the record. It's produced by 8 Section or Section 8. He goes by 8 Section, it goes by Section 8, but 8 Section is his handle on BeatStars. For those that like the beat and want to go listen to some of his beats, you can go do that. He's done a lot of records for me in the past. So, yeah, this is Big Mad, Section 8, and this song will be out in the summer sometime. So I'm excited about this one. This is going to be a good one. Unplug this guy. Whoop! Ah. La 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 la. Good looks on the water pistol. Definitely 100% necessary. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to get any water. I'm good. Like, I'm good. I got my Yeti. And then I drank, like, pretty much all of it. And then we were ready to shoot. And he was like, action. I was like, I need some water. Messed it up, man. All right, this is Big Mad. Yeah. Ah? Hold up. Yeah. They on me. Now I'm in my bag. They big mad. They want me. Want my buzz. Want my cash. Want my racks. Lonely. Count up by my lonely. It's too bad they ain't want me. So I know why they on me. Hey, on me. Now I'm in my bag. They big mad. They want me. Want my buzz. Want my cash. Want my racks. Lonely. Count up by my lonely. It's too bad they ain't want me. So I know why they on me. They on me. Now I'm in my bag. They big mad. They want me. Want my buzz. Want my cash. Want my racks. Lonely. Count up by my lonely. Count up. Too bad they ain't want me. Count up. Now why they. Now I know why they been on me. Yeah. Why I prefer to be lonely. Yeah. They all been talking a lot, a bunch. Probably be why they be capped the funds. I'm on the label like Captain Crunch. Duty be calling, I pack a punch. I don't got time to be homies. I'm calling my shot like I'm Kobe. Jesus Christ. I don't know why I'm surprised. I know that you fake. I know what you like. I'm sorry I'm late. I'm sorry for saying sorry, man. I feel like I'm being too nice. Working on hits. I feel like I'm close. Know that one song could be changing my life. Handle the loss. Don't care what it costs. I know that I'm willing to pay me the price. So tell me, are you thinking they know me and what I've been through? And show me respect for the shit that I do. So funny they all want to truce. I'm back again and I'm doing the most. Having success like I'm making a toast. Tell me it's cap and I turn them to ghosts. I'm starting to feel like a pro the way today on me. Now I'm in my bag, they big mad, they want me, want my buzz, want my cash, want my racks, lonely, count up by my lonely, it's too bad they ain't want me, so I know why they on me, hey, on me, now I'm in my bag, they big mad, they want me, want my buzz, want my cash, want my racks, lonely, count up by my lonely, count up, too bad they ain't want me, so I know why they on me, they on me. Now I'm in my bag, they big mad, they want me, want my buzz, want my cash, want my racks, lonely, count up by my lonely, count up, too bad they ain't want me, count up, now know why they on me, hey, yeah, whoop, yeah, why they on me, too bad they ain't want me, now they want it on me, yeah, he killed this beat. Shout out A-Section. Hey. Why they on me? Too bad they ain't want me. Why they on me? Yeah. Killed that beat. Oh my god, that's gonna be a banger. Shout out A-Section on the beat. Yeah, it was good to get one of those in. It's been like a couple months since I've done like a live freestyle with real production. And I'm excited to get to the studio next week. I'm excited to get some guests in here. We're going to get the second mic hooked up. We're going to start to get some artists in here, popping off some freestyles, get some index card stuff going, get some of their picks maybe. We're going to start rattling this off and getting some continuity, consistency, and just creative stuff to you guys. Continuity, consistency, creativity. It's Triple C. Maybe we'll get Triple C on as a guest. Henry Cejudo. Shout out Henry Cejudo. What's up? But yeah, so that was this week's Simply Freestyle. That was Big Mad. Look out for that record in the summer. Music video for that record for sure. We'll get it done. So yeah, this week's Simply Music is going to be a sneak preview of the upcoming single. So this is kind of a different wavelength to the John I just did. We'll end with this week's Simply Music. It's going to be a song called Us Two. It's coming out on February 18th. This is just a kind of a rough cut, to be honest. I don't normally share this kind of stuff, but I feel like the first episode I have to have something that I'm going to promote. And next week, I'll talk about the release and everything, and we'll get it going. So I'm excited. Us Two, produced by Malik, Salim. You can see all those details on the screen. And thank you for rocking with me. Look over my picks. I'll keep the picks pinned in the comments below. And look for the episode next week on Friday in the new studio. And thank you for rocking with your boy. These are fun. I'm excited to get back to these. These will be coming every single week. So this is us two, Malik, Salim on the production. February 18th. Come through, I want you. Can't bluff cause I'm feeling you lately. Come through, just us two. Need someone who should be loving you, baby. Must be love cause it's feeling so dangerous. Hard to remember back when we were just strangers. Must be love cause I'm going through changes. But how I'm feeling for you is still the same thing. Must be love cause it's feeling so dangerous. Hard to remember back when we were just strangers. Must be love cause I'm going through changes. But how I'm feeling for you. We was young, we was dumb, we was doing dumb shit. It was love, problem was we didn't know what that is. He broke your heart but you still love him and it's giving me fits. Call me crazy but I'm thinking that I could have been him, babe. But that's some shit I wouldn't have did, some shit I wouldn't have done. Cause you the one that I want, yeah. But really I've just only begun. See I've been running my funds up, I ain't tryna one up, yeah. So come through, I want you. Can't bluff cause I'm feeling you lately. Come through, just us two. Need someone who should be loving you, baby. Must be love cause it's feeling so dangerous. Hard to remember back when we were just strangers. Must be love cause I'm going through changes. But how I'm feeling for you is still the same thing. Must be love cause it's feeling so dangerous. Hard to remember back when we were just strangers. Must be love cause I'm going through changes. But how I'm feeling for you. Last chick was the worst. I gave her my best but she always did me dirt. Shawty cut me deep, couldn't hide the fact it hurt. Knew that it was lies when I said that we could work. I thought I'd be fine but it left me in a hearse. Buried real deep's where you found me, babe. Finally ready, I just need you around me. But you don't really love him, yeah I doubt it, babe. I can tell that she can't live without me. So come through, I want you. Can't bluff cause I'm feeling you lately. Come through, just us two. Need someone who should be loving you, baby. Must be love cause it's feeling so dangerous. Hard to remember back when we were just strangers. Must be love cause I'm going through changes. But how I'm feeling for you is still the same thing. Must be love cause it's feeling so dangerous. Hard to remember back when we were just strangers. Must be love cause I'm going through changes. But how I'm feeling for you is still the same thing.